Hello all you beautiful people out there, what is going on? This is your friend Brady coming at you fast with another Paragon tips and tricks videos, and today we are going to be talking about how to lane, what it means to lane, how to lane properly so you don't get ganked, and we're also going to be talking about a specific thing called lane freezing, which I will be demonstrating with this gameplay and explaining to you guys tips on how you can lane without having to worry about dying all the goddamn time. Now, here is the very beginning of the game, very early of the game, right here. I end up noticing that, okay, Chimera kind of messed up over there. I noticed him and I ran back. He kind of failed on that gank. He probably could have honestly killed me, to be honest, if they were good enough players, but I was not playing against the best players in this gameplay, so I got a bit lucky. But that put me in a good position because this Chimera pushed Murdoch's lane too far for him to be able to farm comfortably, and far enough for me to be able to freeze it. So when you're laning against an enemy, you want to make sure that you're getting your last hits on your minions. Okay, that's 100%, the number one thing is to get the last hits, which I kind of fail at sometimes, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the best at last hitting. I'm just gonna point that out there. And at the same time, you want to make sure that you're in a comfortable position so that you can't get ganked. And lane freezing, which is what you guys are seeing right here, allows me to stay in a comfortable position where I don't get ganked. And I can't get ganked unless I get pulled by Richter or Grux or a hero of that sort. So basically what lane freezing is right here where the enemy's minions are pushed up against your tower in a comfortable spot where they're not necessarily invading your tower, and you can actually get the last hits on them while they are all the way over here. What this allows you to do is this allows you to stay under the safety of your own tower, step out a little bit, shoot the minion to get the last hit, step back, and repeat the process. Unless you suck like me and then you can't get last hits, but if you're better than me, then you'll totally be loving this right now, and you just get the last hits for days. Alright, this will prevent you from, again, dying. This will let you focus on just farming. You don't have to worry about anybody coming behind you, and it's just the most ideal position, and it wastes the enemy's time as well. Especially, it also puts them in a position where your teammates can gank the enemy very easily. I didn't have any junglers on my team gank the enemy at this point in time, but if they were, paying attention, it would have been super duper easy because this Murdoch is very overextended now because I'm freezing my lane. That Rampage missed his boulder throw, and again, they're just going to keep pushing my lane here instead of letting it reset. So this is the best position you can possibly be in right now, is just to be able to sit in the lane right there and just farm up the entire time as you wish. It's just super nice and super easy. Now, if your lane is pushed up against the enemy's lane, right? If you are overextended, if your lane is very pushed, go drop down into the jungle, kill some minions, go run around or back, buy some items, and let the enemy have some time to push up your wave so it's back in a comfortable position on your side now. That's kind of how MOBAs work, okay? It's just an exchange, one lane gets pushed, the other comes back, then the other lane gets pushed back so that that lane gets frozen. Excuse me. It's just a lot of back and forth. So don't ever risk it for the biscuit, so to speak, okay? If you're caught out, if you're overextended, caught out in a really bad position, then you want to back and try something else. For example, go to a different lane that you notice needs some defending, like right here. Okay, I noticed that right lane's being pushed by Twin Blast, and nobody's guarding right lane for whatever reason. So hey, I'm just going to go here and defend it now and do the same thing and continue last hitting. And look at this, perfect. Again, the lane is frozen where I want it to be. I want it to be on my side. If you think about it, you can divide a lane into two halves. There's a little midline in between it, and you want the minions to be on your side of the field, on your side of the lane. Okay, again, this will make sure that you don't stay overextended, and it will also allow you to farm comfortably. Now, when your minions start pushing up faster than the other minions, which they will if nobody is fighting back in your lane, and I'm slowly inching my way up over here, I'm right at the middle right now, this is like as far as I want to go, while being comfortable, then everything's all good, everything's dandy. And, if somebody starts pestering you and you've got the minion advantage on them, especially this early in the game, feel free to totally decimate them in the lane, because minions deal a lot of damage, which this Twin Blast did not realize. And he did not realize that my passive on Sparrow is really good early game and deals way more damage than his wimpy little pistols could do any day. So there, Twin Blast, screw you, man. And actually, I do end up getting ganked here because I do overextend, but hey, this Chimera sucks, remember? So I'm just gonna, waddle around him and, yeah, he's just gonna flail his arms like a maniac, and I'm just gonna say toodaloo, motherfucker. See you later. But yeah, anyway. So that's a perfect example of why you don't overextend, because if that Chimera was good, he would have been all over my butt and most likely could have killed me, because a Chimera on Sparrow early game is it's disgusting, okay? And no, don't make your mind go there, okay? Get your mind out of the gutter. It's not what I meant, you fucking immature assholes. It's not what I meant. But anyway, hopefully you guys understand a little bit more on how to lane now from a little bit of that example. I don't usually play Rangers, but when I do, it's on my Smurf. I'm getting silvers. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, that's pretty much how you do it. That's what lane freezing is. That's how you stay alive in lane. That's how you lane properly without getting ganked, you know, without having any issues, without having, well, with having little worry about what's going on. Again, here's another example of the enemy pushing my lane for me. And now that I deal even more damage, I get to last hit easily and, you know, not have to worry about dying. And that's another thing. When you're slotting your cards, make sure you slot into damage first before you slot into attack speed, just to make last hitting easier. Okay, the more damage you do, the more health that the enemy minion can have before you're able to last hit it. So, you know, just take that with a grain of salt. It just becomes easier to start gaining CP later on as a ranger once you start dealing more damage and start scaling better. So, yeah. That's about it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you have any more questions or want to add anything from your own experience, feel free to drop it down in the comment section below. I will try to respond to it as quick as possible, or if I even can, because I might be gone. But anyway, enough of that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, make sure y'all have a wonderful day.